All right, I think I got the stream live that time. Yeah. I am glad I checked though. Wait a second. Sorry. Okay, yeah. Everything is live. Cool. Sorry about that. I had a little bit of technical issues. And at first I thought the stream was live and it turned out it wasn't. So now I'm just double checking that everything looks all right. I think it does. I think it does. Cool. Alright, hello everybody, this is ZZ1000ZZ, and today I am continuing my no build run of the Undead campaign in Disciples 2. Uh, I did not stream yesterday like I was supposed to, I'm sorry about that. Recently I have been reading way too many books, and to be honest, I was in the middle of a book, I finished at like 1 a.m. Was really tired. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go to bed. Oh my god, I just realized I was supposed to stream. So, yeah. Sorry. Alright. Oh. So, where were we? We were on, I believe this is stage 5? 4 or 5, I don't remember. But this will be the mission briefing. Hmm, the game is being very finicky.
During the soulless search for the elven sacred land, an undead, spellbound by a suit of enchanted armor, broke free of Mortis's grasp. The bone armor demanded fresh blood every day. In return, it would grant its wearer, now the rebel Bone Lord, great powers and eternal life. The armor was created by a powerful necromancer during the First Great Wars, but was lost during the assault on Sturmir Thunderhammer's keep. The power of the armor had grown such that it possessed a will of its own. The accursed goddess had to stop the demented Bone Lord, for the armor was gaining the ability to control other undead creatures, thus threatening her absolute rule.
So, yeah, back during the Great War, Mortis had created some magical armor. It kind of came to life, broke free of her control, and now it's grown powerful enough that it is starting to take control of other undead. Our job in this mission is to destroy the thing. Yeah, let's stick to damaged ones for now. This is 20% more damage. This is 15% more damage. That's just for our leader. This is 10% armor, but it's for everyone in the party. Now, in the last two missions, we had been using a dragon. Unfortunately, we don't get access to an upgraded dragon, so we would be stuck with a tier 1 wyvern. They aren't very good, so we will be changing up our party a little. Yeah, I think this is fine. Let's just remember to lock our units. You have to lock units if you don't want them to promote, and since we can't build upgrade structures in this playthrough, our units can never promote. I'm just looking at this is the unit, sort of unit that we would have access. I can't talk. We would have access to this game if not for our challenge run. Yeah, that just looks so nice. Hmm. I wonder. if there's a reason to pick one over the other. I never really used these dragons, so I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter since we don't have access to them, of course, but I am curious. So 40 damage, not immune to death, 55 damage, immune to death. So this is the tier where they become immune to death. Okay. Alright. And what about spells? Ah, no, we still have access to tier 5 spells. I think those will come in the next stage. Alright. Yeah, none of that stuff is important for today. It's just interesting to see what we could have access to if we weren't doing a challenge run. So it does look like we're in the upper right corner. We have to find the Bone Lord and kill him. I assume he's probably in the bottom left corner? I mean, that's kind of just a guess, but makes sense to me that he'd be on the opposite end of the map. Alright, looks like I have no choice but to fight this orc.
Burn their souls.
Hmm. Now here's the question. Do we defend with both or just the fighter in the bottom row? Or maybe just the zombie in the top row? Hmm. Our leader deals 112 damage. This warlock deals 30, so that's 142 damage. Yeah, I think we defend with both. The idea is we don't need the extra damage from our front row to kill him. So even if the paralysis had missed, we'd be able to kill him like this. Well, I guess it's a good thing the paralysis didn't miss. Okay. Hmm. There's a great sea to the west. You living, huh? You living venture there? Oh, living is a noun. I was thinking it was like living beings where the living was an adjective. Sorry, I always get distracted by all the extra S's and R's and undead text. Few living venture there. Many unwary. Seriously, I don't know what it is about my brain, but I just struggle to read words when they have those extra letters. Many unwary sailors has been devoured by the sea witches. Oh, we have a message from our queen. What do you want, sea folk? I have no idea how you say that name, but our queen desires to meet you here. Hmm. I hope you refuse to meet her. I despise your kind. Understandable. I don't really care about meeting her, but if I can see her, I guess I will. Yeah. I hope there isn't too much water. The last stage was really rough with how much water it had and how much it slowed us down. Yeah, half our turn to move that little distance sucked so much. Uh, I guess I might as well hire a rod planter and have her wander about.
What? I will avenge myself.
I don't think there's anything for her to do right here, but maybe she can find something to do west following the ground. Oh, looked like something was moving toward me. Yeah, that Kraken was. Wonder if she'll get killed by a Kraken or something standing there.
What?
Hmm. I don't really fear the Kraken. In fact, fighting it might be a good thing. But I'm not sure if I would get enough experience to level from killing it or not. So I'm a little
Burn
hesitant.
their souls.
Alright, so that is less than ideal. Cool, the ghost leveled up though. And this spider only needs 13 more experience. So, huh.
Yes, master.
I guess that
Vengeance
means
is
one more fight
near.
should level up that fighter, so if nothing else, I can move my leader to the front row to tank, and then have the fighter sit in the back row and heal. Small beings, you have trespassed on my lands. Soon you will meet, or we will meet, and I will crush you. So we do want to
What?
explore that place. So damage spell in the form of a scroll, a potion. That's just initiative potions and I guess healing potions. Nothing too valuable. Uh, yeah, I think we do want to fight this lizard man, and rather than use the potion, I'll do what I described.
Burn their souls.
Eh, Zombie defense. Or wait, that's oh yeah, the zombie defend. The fighter also defend. Okay. Cool. So that lizard man in the back acted, and because he defended, that means we're safe to kill the one in the front without him getting another attack in. Well, actually, I guess not another attack in, a attack in at all. Dang! So he did waste like 80 some experience on the fighter, but the ghost just leveled up a second time. That's awesome. And we're making progress on my leader leveling up. The tier 2 units are quite a ways from leveling up though.
I will
That
avenge
is one
myself.
interesting thing about having tier 1 units in this game. They level up so often when you get to these later stages that it can actually be better to have a tier 1 unit than a tier 2 or sometimes even a tier 3 unit. Particularly if you don't have easy access to healing, like say you're not a warrior lord and you're not an empire clan, and you don't have a temple.
What?
Yeah, I did hire that rod planter just
Yes,
to try
master.
to get this gold resource. Meanwhile, my other rod planter can scout this direction. Ooh, that is mana.
What?
The question is, which direction do I go from here? I'd rather not keep going through the water, but do we really want to go all the way to that side? I don't know. Hmm. Ooh, looks like that's a town. Hopefully we can take that next
What?
turn. Hmm. So I can't reach the town this turn, and I would need to kill these guys to get to it. Huh. I guess I might as well kill these guys since I'm gonna reach the town at the same time pretty much either way. Because one route is a much longer path, but doesn't require
Burn
fighting
their
these, so
souls.
I'm actually quite lucky on that defend. The zombie going before the lizard man was quite important. Oh, shoot. Oh my god, I messed it up so bad. Well, that's the comedy of errors. I had two misses on the fighter on the bottom row, so he didn't take any damage, even though I messed up and didn't defend with him when I should have. Instead, I attacked, and then my ghost missed to set up the opportunity for the second attack. Then I got my zombie in the top to take way more damage than there was any reason he
I
should.
will avenge myself.
So yeah, all in all, a very poorly played out fight.
Yes, master.
Good news is we did just get a death mana resource.
Vengeance is near.
That is huge because with uh what is it, 200 death mana, we can research our summon skeletons spell and use that to start getting us information about the map.
Yes, master. They will feel my power.
Yeah. Heal up,
Burn their
then attack.
souls.
Now this is pretty much a guaranteed win. The only question is how much damage we take in the process. Hmm. All right. That went pretty smooth. We took a little bit of damage, but nothing too much. The zombie is a bit banged up, though. That part sucks. Hmm. There are strange etchings on the walls of the city. These carvings were made by sea creatures centuries ago. They represent a great city that was destroyed by a dwarf army. We could use this against the mountain clans. Ooh, gold resource, infernal resource. I'm liking it. And so we don't forget, I'll immediately lock that fighter. Alright. So the question is, which direction do we want to
Yes, master.
scout with our skeleton? And for that, I think it makes sense to scout the furthest corner. Basically, just make a diagonal line. Okay, so we didn't reveal much here, but that was a big chunk of
Vengeance
vision we
is
got.
near.
Ah, we're only getting 75 death mana a turn, so not enough. Brr, brr, brr. So not enough to cast a summon skeleton spell every turn like I would prefer. That would be a decent town to capture. I didn't even know there was one there. I didn't really scout this area too much. But because we got that town, we're already going to get those two resources just a matter of
Vengeance is
time.
near.
I think we go ahead and kill these lizardmen. Unlucky. They went before both of our fighters. That sucks. Guess the question is, which one do we want to let get hit? I think. Ooh, well, I guess the answer is both of them get hit. As an unfortunate paralysis. Well, failed paralysis, that is. Oh, well, they both survived, and they do get a good chunk of XP, so they're kind of close to leveling. That said, I do think we want to hire another fighter, let these two heal up, and then once they've healed up, we can come back for them. Or more realistically, hire a different leader to
They
bring
will
them over.
feel my power.
It'll take like 3 or 4 turns for them to heal the pool sitting in that town, so. Hmm.
Yes, Master.
Alright. Another resource. Dang. Because I went for the item, I wasn't able to pick up this resource. Unfortunate. Well, now I'm actually considering changing my plan. Before I'd been thinking I would just kind of do a diagonal line directly out from the corner I'm in. But it might be a good idea to check if I should go this way with my main party or not. And yeah, I think we do want to go this way.
Vengeance is near.
Okay. Unfortunately, I think they will kill my ghost if I attack. But it looks like it would be a useful town to take control of, so. Hmm. Alright, so these guys cannot kill my ghosts in one round. Unfortunately, the ghosts won't level up to heal. Still needs 33 more experience. Trying to figure out, could I take those guys down? The Titans hit pretty hard. I don't think I win that fight, at least not without like spells or items.
Yes, Master.
Ooh, that's a really good potion. That's 50% armor for a day.
I will avenge myself.
Uh, yeah. Hopefully we can use this to scout that dungeon, find out if it's a fight we can win or not. Ah, looks like I can't reach it because the enemies are in the way, and I'm assuming those enemies are that fight. Dang, this is a lot of guys in a small area. Yeah, I was really hoping I could check out that dungeon, see what was in it, but no
Vengeance is
dice.
near. Feel my
How are
power.
these units doing? Okay, they're close to healed. Yeah, next turn I'll hire another rod planter and have her bring that the level 3 fighter down. Okay, I'm seeing some legions of the damned. Unfortunately, they are flyers, so they have a huge advantage on this map.
Vengeance is near.
Uh, so I really want to take this fight, but I will lose at least one unit if I do, maybe more. Uh, yeah. I don't know if the zombie up here will die, but I'm pretty sure the ghost and this fighter will die. The fighter isn't very important because I have two other fighters who have XP on them. Oh, that was a very fortunate miss. Uh, yeah, even with 20 armor, I think that guy should die. Alright, so I probably would have been better off attacking. Oh my god, if I would have attacked there, I wouldn't have lost my fighter. That poison damage got one extra tick in because I defended it instead of attacking. That's tragic. Please spare my life. I will tell you everything that I know. Speak quickly, outlaw. I hope that what you know is enough to spare your pathetic life. We were forced to fight you. Hubert de Lely, who is the Emperor's counselor, is trying to take over the Empire. He allied himself with an evil creature called the Bone Lord. This creature is almighty, the immortal. He controls the undead and has many hordes of abominations under his control. Why did this so-called Bone Lord ally with Hubert de Lely? What is their purpose? Hubert has a mighty necromancer. Oh, that's right. Mighty necromancer in his ranks named Urhog. She is the dark mistress behind an evil sect called the Occultists. They worship the undead. Urhog the Necromancer will wait for you near the Bone Lord Tower. Be warned, the Bone Lord can control the undead at will. He may even possess your fruit. I hope you speak the truth, Doug. Flee before we kill you. Never cross our path again. Thank you. I completely forgot. Urhog! Yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, Urhog is the boss at the end of the first stage of the Empire campaign. And when you kill her, she makes a comment about how she will return or something. Basically, you haven't seen the last of me type of thing. And then she vanishes.
What?
Now we know what she's been up to. Also, we get confirmation that she is working with Hubert Lely, though we could have guessed that just by context.
Yes, master. Yes, master. Yes, master.
Alright, so I think we... Wait, did we reach the bottom right corner? Not completely, but very close. So since we got to that point, I think we're more interested in scouting northwest. Yeah.
Vengeance is near.
Oh, I forgot to hire a leader to pick up those units. Now that's a little worrying because I don't want to lose those two guys. Looks like they took a good chunk of damage in that fight, so yeah. Alright, I'm glad I defended. I wasn't sure if I should defend or attack there, because I wasn't sure if this guy would try to run away or not. No! Okay, I am reloading just because that is such an easy mistake to make.
They will
There's no
feel
visual
my
indicator when a
power.
unit is locked. Like, say I just locked it and I can't see that it's locked now.
Burn their
I've made that
souls.
mistake so many times where I just had locked units in my party. I put a new unit in and it doesn't look any different, so I just assume it is locked as well. Nice. So yeah, now the ghost level's up. It's only level 2, whereas the one in the town's like level 4 or 5, I think. The warlock is leveled up. He now hits for 33 damage. Not a big deal. 10 extra health might be relevant though.
Vengeance is near.
Alright, so I have plenty of money. Let's be a cheapskate. No. Let's not rely on save scum type things. Let's just use the summon to scout what is in this party. Yeah, this should be fine. So we're going to hire a warrior lord. Well, warrior leader called a death knight. And then we want a wyvern. And I'll even go with a fresh fighter so I don't waste XP if he dies.
Annihilate. They will suffer.
Ooh, unfortunate that we missed, but we'll take it. We killed his leader, which is the most important thing. Hmm. Yeah, we definitely attack here. I don't know if attacking there was right or not with the wyvern, that is. I think we could have defended one time with the wyvern, saved a little health, but... Zombie orb, orb lightning, damage scroll. Okay. Some decent items.
They will feel my power.
Yeah, let's go for this so we can clear the way to that tower, dungeon, whatever you want to call it. Oh my god, I didn't know there was death mana here. Yay! That's huge value. Unfortunately, they do have a rod planter here, so he can immediately remove my rod, but... Yeah. And I used my skeleton to scout the fight for me. To make sure we'd be safe to take it. So yeah, he removed the rod, but it'll take him another turn to be able to plant a new rod.
Yes, Master.
So that does at least get us 100 death mana.
What? Burn their souls.
Now that fighter in the top row is taking a ton of damage. Okay. Oh my!
They will
How do I
feel
keep doing
my
that?
power. What?
I just wish there was some sort of visual indicator saying this unit is locked. That way you could tell at a glance.
Burn their souls.
Instead, the only way to tell if the unit is locked is to right click on it and see what their status window says. Funny thing is, it turns out it didn't matter. They didn't actually earn enough experience to level up. They just hit the experience cap, effectively. Uh, Alright, well, that is something, I suppose.
I will avenge myself.
Master.
Let's go ahead and keep scouting with our summons. I do kind of wish I was playing Legion of the Damned. I think this whenever I use summons to scout. Legions of the Damned have what are called illusions as an option amongst their summons. Illusions work for scouting, but there's two main differences. One, real quick, yeah, this is a fight we don't win. But it's not a big fight, so now we know what's in that demonologist stack, so that helps. But anyway. Yep, they steal our death mana. I knew that would happen. Anyway, the difference between illusions and real summons is an illusion will die if anything attacks it, and it can't attack anything, so no combat. And it can survive multiple turns. The surviving multiple turns is what's key. I think they're also cheaper to cast. So you can, get a cheaper summon that lets you scout for several turns, and the drawback is it can't fight. You will perish for your foolish attempt to stop me. I will defeat you and take the place of your goddess. Nothing can stop Mortis. She will prevail once more. You were created to serve her, and we'll assure that. But I cannot read these multiple letters. I'm eager to face her. You need troops. My forces are ready. I don't know what it is, but I just struggle so much with all the extra letters in those words. I guess I can just send this rod planter right back to that resource. Oh god, she's going to get attacked by that Kraken, isn't she? Probably.
They will feel my power.
Uh, Alright, we got very lucky that we beat him on initiative. With both of our guys, no less. Yeah, it should be a free win from here. Alright. So I need 522 experience on that one. Wait, I can't get out of here without fighting that party? That's funny. we fought these guys and were able to get past them, but I guess it was because I, the way they're spaced, if you fight one of these two fights, you'll be adjacent to the other, and then since you're already adjacent, it won't trigger a fight if you try to move past them.
Their souls.
That's funny. By the way, I do have a banner that gives 10% armor. That's why the archer wasn't able to kill the ghosts there. I think with a max damage roll, it might have been able to. But this is the ghost I would prefer to have because it's already level like 5.5. Let me ban this stupid bot. What I don't get is why half the time Twitch auto flags these bots, then the other half it doesn't. They are advertising the exact same site and service, so seems weird.
Vengeance is near.
Yes, master.
Hmm. Anyway, this guy is level 3 with 60 experience. Level 2 with 16. Okay, yeah, so that's a big improvement. There are two questions though. One, do I care enough about getting this item to go fight my way through it? Same with that. And two, if my leader is going to be walking out anyway, do I really want to send this guy in just to trade with the leader now? And I think the answer to that one is no. You can get a little bit more vision first.
Yes, master.
They will feel my power.
By the way, I am saving a little bit of money by not giving my rod planters any combat units. That can backfire sometimes where having that combat unit would let you win a fight. But a lot of times your rod planters die in battles that there's nothing they could possibly have done.
What?
Yes, master. I will avenge myself.
Unfortunately, she can't reach the gold resource yet.
Master.
I will avenge myself.
By the way, I am fully aware that I am putting myself close to that Kraken. That is, in fact, intentional. Uh, yeah. Wait, we want to give items too. I do not care about the orb. So the 3 orbs we'll keep. That way we can just come over and sell them. Huh. Interesting that this merchant has no items for sale. Don't see that very often unless it's pretty late in the game.
I will avenge myself.
What?
Yes, master. Yes, master. Yes,
Alright.
master.
Let's go ahead and summon one more skeleton. I think I'm actually going to check out this area now that I have a pretty good grasp of the map.
Vengeance is near.
Oh wait, I didn't I lose another unit to the same party? I think I did. Might have only was it a summon that I lost? I don't remember. But yeah, I think I remember dying to that exact same demonologist stack.
I will avenge myself.
They will feel my power.
So they didn't attack me here. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, it would be difficult for me to get to this town in a timely fashion because I have to run all the way there if I don't want to fight. I could, hmm, avoid fighting this, but I'd only get to here. Another option would be to get to like right here and take the fight. I think I am better off just taking the fight for experience. Let me make sure I'm not crazy. I can move one and then fight it here. Yeah. That got me one extra pile of movement. It may not sound like much, but do remember, one tile of movement can actually mean quite a bit when the water costs 6 movement points apiece. Oh shoot! I assumed the Kraken would focus the guy that had not defend or that had defended because it was so much lower on health. The AI threw me off. Fortunately, we level up because Krakens are worth it, so we heal to full regardless. 34 and 31 damage. Where is my zombie at? I totally. Oh, there he is. I genuinely forgot where I had my zombie at. That was funny. Hmm. I guess the question is, do I care enough about this to come get it? It has a gold resource, which is mildly interesting. But I do get so much gold already, I don't know that I need to care. Taking that town would be nice to get this resource.
What?
But the biggest thing right now is I do need to make sure we don't lose this town. I am hoping they won't attack it if it's guarded
What?
pretty much at all. We'll see. The AI still confuses me as to what it will and will not attack sometimes. Okay, cool.
Burn their souls.
They're gonna run away. As much as I miss having a dragon in my party because dragons are awesome, there's no denying that extra AoE damage from a warlock combined with an extra frontline unit. Pretty useful.
Yes, master.
Master.
Hmm. It looks like whoever is stationed in this town isn't leaving yet. If that's correct, then I don't need to worry about capturing the town. I can just drop a rod by the resources it would give me.
What?
Alright. I was wrong. They did. Wait, what is this party? Okay, so it's a level 1 melee unit, but a tier 3 fighter unit and a doppelganger plus a tier 2 mage unit. Okay, so they do leave the town. I could have sworn that I saw them sitting in the town for a full turn, but maybe I was wrong. That or maybe it sat in turn for some reason and then left it the next turn. Whatever the case, I think we do want to kill this party because it has, what is that, 2 tier 3 units and tier 2 unit, I believe is what it works out to. That's a lot of movement points it'll take us to get there, which sucks. Oh, well, I do think it's the right play.
Yes, Master.
And yeah, we lost the rod planter, which sucked. The rod planter itself wasn't particularly valuable, but I do think she might have had a couple items on her, so I would like to get those back. Wait, yeah, we already cleared that. It had the one paladin in it. So let's actually check what's in this dungeon. Alright, that's some decent vision, and oh my god, Ankh gargoyles. Those are terrifying. Yeah, okay. 85 damage apiece to any target with high initiative is, what, 170 damage?
What?
I don't think we're going to be taking that
Avenge myself.
place anytime soon. Yeah, I have a decent amount of mana. Let's just keep scouting. Oh shoot, no! I should have came here. That was silly me. I should have came here instead of going up to the corner. I could have had that summon by spells potentially. Oh, I can use this summon to do it next turn. Okay. Yeah, see, I wasn't entirely wrong. That party did just run back to that town and sit in it. So I think that party is mostly just defending the town and like potentially
They
periodically
feel
popping
my
out.
power.
Yes, Master.
Now, let's hope that there's a spell or two in here that we can get good use out of. Well, we already have that spell. Well, we have access to a identical version of it. Uh, eh. And none of those spells were particularly good, but we might get a little bit of value out
Vengeance
of them.
is
The armor
near.
reduction would be really good for these two Ankh gargoyles if we could cast it on them, but we can't because they're in the dungeon, so
Annihilate.
that is the main problem with debuffs in this game, is they are very strong, but quite often the units you would want to use them against are in a town or in a dungeon or for whatever reason, other reason, cannot be affected by them. So you're like, oh, well, what's the point? It's like I have a really good spell, but I don't have any targets I can use them on. Or at least not any good targets. Alright. Well, now I'm gonna have to do something about these dwarfs because they did just take a death mana. Huh. I wonder. Is both rod planters? I think they are.
Yes, Master.
Yeah, he might kill my rod planter, so it
Annihilate.
sucks, but I'm not horribly concerned. The zombie would be good to have in our main party.
What?
Uh, trying to remember what was in this party. had an anti-paladin, a doppelganger, a what is it? A sorcerer, whatever the tier 2 mage is, and I think it was like a level 1 fighter leader. So yeah, I think we win this. Yeah, that's an easy one. Though we did get a little lucky in that we were able to defend before either of these guys attacked. Oh, he wasted a potion. So yeah, we took a lot less damage because we were able to defend before they attacked, but other than that, it was just we massively outclassed them in terms of strength. Oh, but there could still be more units in the building. Didn't think about that. Oh wait, I should have defended again because he can get hit by the mages. Could have reduced much damage she took by a tiny bit. Didn't really matter, but yeah, you could be at like 120 health or close enough to. We'll burn in Bethelzin's flames for this. We'll scorch your lands and destroy it all. Well, the good news is now we get this death mana. Maybe not this turn, but if not next. We are in a town as well, so we should heal to full.
Vengeance is near.
Problem is the dwarfs are completely unchecked, and they're going to start stealing tons of resources, and that's really frustrating. But I also don't really have any foothold up here because the only town I can hire units out of is this one, which is so far away. That said, if I hire a flying unit, it might be okay to hire things from here. Then again, if I'm gonna hire a flying unit, I might as well hire them right out of here, I think. So yeah, let's do that. I love wyverns, they're so good. What's funny is wyverns are really, really good, and yet they don't get used all that often, mostly because the undead have one unit that is just insanely OP. This death unit. You don't see a lot of wyverns because the undead can win basically off this one unit alone. Very few things counter a death unit. What's really wonky about death is this game is kind of designed with the idea of rock, paper, scissors, where melee units are good against archers are good against mages, mages are good against melee units. Well, death is a mage upgrade. So you start with a mage unit, but then it becomes single target range damage. You're like, okay, so single target range damage, it should be good against mages. It is. It does lots of burst damage, can kill them quickly. Like, so the way you want to counter it is to have a strong melee unit. Well, no, death is immune to melee damage. Well, physical damage. There are a couple and units in the game that have physical attacks that deal elemental damage. But the idea is basically their damage and speed makes them very strong against mages. Their immunity to physical damage makes them very strong against melee units and honestly range units. It's like so nothing is particularly good against them. Ironically, the thing that would be best against them are big AoE damage units like dragons, but because death is undead, they are immune to death. So, trying to think. Dwarf giants, once they hit like tier 3 and have AoE damage, are probably the best counter to giants and or to death, and that's a huge ask. Hey, like that he removed this rod and is going to plant a new rod next turn, so he can just go back and forth,
Who must I?
taking turns removing rods and planting them again. Such a silly way to play, but until I get. Wait, no, this is the one I said I can't. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's such a silly way to play, but until I get some sort of combat party up on this side of the map, I don't really have a choice.
Master. They will suffer.
Right? Yeah, we want to focus the leader. They are looking to run. Oh, two misses on the leader means he actually. Oh, I thought he was going to escape, but he didn't. Thank God. That came very close to being not a disaster. I mean, worst case scenario, they would have just survived and ran away, but that was very close to being a lot worse than it wound up being.
Vengeance is near.
Anyway, let's scout this direction. Yeah, it looks like this is an island area with the dwarf side having a path down here and the legion side having a path up here.
Vengeance is near.
If we can kill this Legion of the Dam party, I think we'll have the Legion of the Dam mostly in check, which will just leave the dwarves to deal with. Ah, they finally killed my rock planter. Sucks, but honestly, I'm surprised it took that long, so I'm not unhappy.
Master. Master.
Alright, first things first, let's check
Yes, Master.
what I can do up here. I definitely want this death mana. I honestly don't remember if I took that death mana earlier or not. I think I did, but I might not have. So yeah, I don't know if it was a neutral one that the dwarves picked up or if it was mine and the dwarves stole it. Doesn't make much difference, just I can't remember sort of thing.
Soul.
Yeah, gargoyles are pain. Don't get me wrong. Ah. Wait, how much damage did it deal? Okay. Let's check something.
What?
Oh. Yeah, I guess 40 damage plus 30 damage is 75. So with good damage rolls, that actually makes sense. Okay. I did not expect that. Anyway, if I had expected it to be a problem where they could just get one kill, I would have used the debuff like that. And now we are guaranteed. Oh, I did not expect them to use an item just to summon a unit. That was interesting. Anyway, what I was going to say is now we're guaranteed to have my ghost survive. And cool, levels up. And all that cost was 100 infernal mana. I do need 5 more experience for these guys to level, 81 for that to level, 166 for my leader to level. So yeah, we missed out on that item, which is a little unfortunate, but it's not a big deal. Fighters and warlocks are not immune to death damage, so I do not want to fight that dragon. And there is still this leader to take care of. Plus, we might want to take that resource. Problem is, this demonologist keeps killing anything that goes too close to the resource, so a bit of a frustration.
Annihilate.
Aw. What kind of XP do you have? Hmm. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, the tier 1 units, the leveling up a lot is nice, but I think I'd rather just have a tier 2 unit that is stronger on base stats. Pure level ups, but
Master.
oh well.
They will
Alright.
vengeance is near.
And for a second I thought it said that I still had movement points on this guy, but I don't. Anyway, my thought here is maybe I can navigate around that demonologist. It's so hard to see him there. Like, even with that banner, it just blends in so well. But yeah, I think I'll try navigating around the demonologist by kind of going up this way instead of coming down. Basically, I want to go to the north side of these rocks, not the south. And let's go ahead and scout the dwarven area real quick, see if I'm right. Yeah, well, actually, hold on. I can't. Oh, God. It's our first real dragon. Okay. So, yeah, I definitely want to come here at some point and kill that dragon because I love killing dragons. Anyway, I do think this is a little narrow passageway that'll join up down here. So I can't be 100% sure. Let's use another summon to get more vision. Alright, not great, but I mean, that's a pretty good size area to get vision on for just 100 mana. Looks like a sea creature killed the dwarf party for it. How much health does it have now? Oh, actually, oh no, it wasn't the sea creature, it was the Legion of the Damned party. Okay, that works too.
Annihilate. Master. Master.
Yeah, there is another rock plant
They
for us
will
to kill.
suffer.
I almost missed this rod planter. These ones decided not to run. Though since they both missed, I guess they should have ran. Probably would have made more sense to defend with the fighter instead of attacking. Yeah, I took way more damage on that fighter than I needed to. But it's fine.
Yes, master. Yes, master.
They will feel my power. Master.
Where do I want this guy to go? Honestly, would I be able to win that fight? I might be able to, I'm not sure. I'll at least send him over
All
that
must
direction to
die.
scout.
I will avenge you.
Now, if this guy wanted to, he could come down and kill our rod planter, but if he did so, he'd be right next to our main party, so we would immediately kill him in revenge. Well, in return, for revenge, and I'd be fine with it. Alright, oh, I'm pretty sure we just win this, but we'll find out. Oh yeah, they might run away. Actually, there was no reason to attack there, that was just stupid of me. I took so much extra damage on the zombie there for no reason at all. Yeah, he should, instead of having taken 58 damage, he should have taken like 30, so he should be more at like 140 right now. So, my bad.
They will steal my power.
Okay. Couple Legion of the Damned type units. So yeah, he would definitely be well positioned to kill those goblins. I think what we'll actually do is research the Summon Nightmare spell and use that here.
Vengeance is near. I will avenge myself.
Nice. So next turn we'll get that death mana,
Yes,
which I
Master.
really want. God, I hate this. When they're in the water, I can't tell what kind of units they are. The trick, of course, is you can tell by the unit model what type of unit something is. So a lot of times you can use that to kind of guess if you can take a fight safely or not, particularly when you're dealing with rod planters. But like, I think Godric and that are maybe combat parties. I think Godric is a melee leader. This one might be a rod planter, might be a mage lord. Actually, yeah, it could be any of them. I honestly don't know. I never put units in that town. That's my bad. Yep. Okay, so it was a melee leader, but close enough. So we do lose this party now, which sucks, but at least we deal a lot of damage on the way out. Well, I say a lot of damage. It may not even be that much, really. Well, I think it's enough damage that with one spell we kill the dwarf. Yeah, we might kill 2 units. We definitely can kill at least 1 unit. But, man, I don't like reloading for this sort of thing. But I will say, it is super frustrating to waste a bunch of movement points just because I forgot to station units in this town. So, okay. And what type of leader is this dwarf? Okay, so they are a warrior, which is kind of unfortunate. Hmm. You know what? I'm going to double cast this spell. That's 100 damage to everything in the party. That killed, I believe, a novice and a crossbowman. And then I'll use. Oh, I don't have enough mana to summon a nightmare now. Okay.
Who must die? Who must die?
Well, my plan was going to be to use the 2 damage spells to blast the party, and then use Summon Nightmare to kill it off. But clearly that did not work out. Ah! Hmm. Yes, yes, this is bad. But I'm trying to figure out, is there a way to recover after wasting those spells? Summon Skeleton would deal a little bit of damage, but not a lot. I mean, it might be enough. Yeah, let's try Summon Skeleton. I think two of these might let me finish Godric's party off. Oh no, the crossbowman lived with 10 HP. That's so unfortunate. Yeah, 10 HP was all the difference in the world. I mean, I think I have to do it as it horribly in the. Oh, but I researched another spell. Okay, no, nope. Yeah, so we're just gonna undo all that and accept that my leader dies. Actually, no, I won't. Just that thought. Instead of going over and killing that thief, I can just not go over toward those units. What was that? Yeah,
Vengeance is
it was
near.
stupid of me to ever send him over into the middle of like two enemy parties just because I saw a thief I could kill. So yeah, never mind. I was stupid. I was stupid. Well, good news. You did just come right where I need you to come for me to be able to attack you. Alright, they are just running away, which means this is a free win. Alright. 12 experience for the Warlock to level up again. That's cool. Ooh, 97 experience for the main leader to level up. That's clutch. Alright. Oh, shoot. That's what the problem was. There are two demonologists. There's one here and one right here. That's what was screwing me
They
up.
will feel my power.
God, I cannot believe how much trouble is caused in that particular scenario just because of how unclear it is, like unit wise, to have like a unit here of those colors on that terrain. Anyway, this should be super effective against the goblins. Ooh, didn't quite one-shot them all, because it did miss, but... Alright, yeah, I guess might as well get a little extra vision. So the Nightmare wasn't able to one-shot both archers. Oh, shoot. Well, that kind of sucks, but we did kill one archer and put a lot of damage on the spearman, so I think that's fine.
They will
Yeah, I assume the possessed dies. It sucks. Especially since it was, what, a level 4 possessed? Or fighter, rather? 5. Yay. Yeah, so I'll definitely want to keep him around till I can find a resurrection potion to use. Oh my god, I thought the archer would die. That's so unfortunate. Oh well. Yeah, it sucks that we lost the fighter, but we can resurrect it with a potion later, so that should be okay. The peasants have revealed to us that a passage is hidden in the mountains south of here. They speak of great treasure guarded by the Shadow Wolf thugs. Okay. Ooh, I wonder if that's like this little pouch, because we might not be able to reach this area as it stands. Not sure. Okay, you guys can just sit in the town and
Who
heal for
must
a minute.
I?
Alright, that's a combat party. Not sure how I want to handle it.
What?
I am afraid that this lady will be killed by the demonologist here because I didn't see
They will feel my
it was there.
power.
So she dies. I'm not really. Yep. Okay. I learned my lesson. Yeah, I had enough trouble finding the first demonologist. I genuinely didn't realize there were two. So, punished for my vision being horrible.
Annihilate.
Yeah, you can just sit in that
Master.
town for a while yet. Uh, I don't think I want him to fight any of these dwarfs unless it's the thief. And if I fight the thief, I'm afraid the other guys will attack.
Avenge myself. They will feel my power.
I guess I could just kill the demonologist. Like, that should be fine.
Burn their souls.
Wait, that attack was probably dumb of me. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I did not think this through. 1 second.
Vengeance is
What I didn't think through is I
near.
didn't realize how low of health that ghost is, so I needed to heal it first. Yeah, if the ghost would have been full health, I would have been fine with that fight.
Burn
But
their souls.
well, I guess it is still possible that this goes south if the initiative roll suck, but they did not, thankfully. Yeah, I guess that defend was ultimately pointless, but it's fine. All right, everyone level. Wait, seriously, everyone the party level? That's funny. Okay, I like it then. 122 damage on my main leader right now. That is juicy. And now with that demonologist gone, we should finally be able to steal this stupid frickin' resource. I know we've lost at least two, but it might have been three rod planters to the demonologist guarding this one little thing.
Master. Master. Annihilate.
Hmm. I do want two of these, and one of them can come over to this town to resurrect that fighter.
Master. Master. Master.
I will avenge myself. What?
Right? Yeah, we scouted the whole map except for where I imagine the Bone Lord is and a few just little patches of fog war here and there. So I'm pretty comfortable with this stage so far. Now, leadership is normally a really good upgrade, and it's what I would normally take. But I think with the way we're playing, it's actually not important we fill all of our slots. I don't have any boots with me, so Trebelor would do nothing for now. Natural healing is fine. Bit of regeneration would be a bad thing. Toughness for 20% more HP, so we'd be at like, 185 would definitely have some value. Pathfinding and natural armor as well. I'm actually going pathfinding just so we can get around the map more. It is painfully slow right now, so this should help.
Vengeance is near.
Oh yeah, we've still not scouted that yet, have we? Where is? Seriously, I can't even see this party. Where? That's where? Who am I fighting? You got to be kidding me. There is somebody right here. I think I see a banner, but like I do not see a unit model at all. I think it is genuinely hiding.
Burn their
Like I
souls.
think you can see the banner for the unit, but not the unit itself. So that's pretty funny. Glad I defended, since that paralysis wound up missing. Hey! Okay, I guess we don't need to resurrect the other ghost, the one that was at level 6. Yeah, 40 damage, 55 damage. All right. Yeah, I remember picking those items up. I'm so glad that we found the potion of invulnerability. Actually, with that potion of invulnerability, I think we could take this capital right here. Let me check quick. 10%, 55. Wait, do I have any other armor potions? Yeah, I have a 30%. So 40% armor on my leader would reduce 250 damage to 150. Okay, yeah, I would be very close. I need like just any more armor, and then I can do it. The potion of invulnerability would have to go on the ghost, so it would have 60 armor. 60 armor against 250 is God, can't do math. Drops it to 100 damage. So I need like 10% more armor. So maybe like I can find a ice shield scroll or something, and then I can take capitals down.
Master.
All right.
Master.
Give you one resurrection potion, then have you ferry it back to town. And then I will have these guys sit in town to heal up. But yeah, this isn't Heroes of Might Magic 3. I don't use troop trains where you ferry units and items all over the map, but that little bit of extra
Who
distance,
must
pretty
I?
nice.
Yes, Master.
By the way, I don't need the gold really, but stealing gold from the Legions of the Damned here reduces how many parties they'll be able to summon. So we won't have to come back and kill units of theirs quite as often. That is the idea.
Vengeance is near.
Alright, oh wait, that's the Bone Lord's Tower. We have vision on it. Sweet. Okay. Nice. Okay, so we just need to come in here. I would be curious what kind of mercenaries we can hire. I'm still kind of sad that in the last stage we were able to hire master thugs from mercenary camp, and then we barely got to use them. Master thugs are an amazingly strong unit in a no buildings run, so I would have loved to get to use them more than I did. Hmm. So the thief we can obviously kill.
Master,
Dang. Alright, this is only level 2, so the healing isn't that much.
who must I?
Oh no, we're one space worth of movement outside of town. That's not good.
I will avenge myself.
And the dwarfs hired another rod planter to start stealing these manas again. I guess if I would have taken this town, I'd be able to hire units
Yes,
out of it
master.
and use them to, or use units hired out of this town to kill the dwarfs.
They will feel my
So maybe I
power.
should have done that. What is over in this corner? Obviously, there's a mercenary camp. Anything else? Oh, it's the mermaids we're supposed to talk to. We can hire master thugs. Ah, we're gonna get them so late in the stage. I don't know that's gonna be worth it, but that's awesome. Hmm.
What?
Annihilate. Who must I?
Okay.
Yes, master.
So, in terms of
Vengeance is
progressing
near.
the mission, we just need to like come up here, kill them. I think we want to talk to these guys first. But that's just to finish the mission. I do think we want to try. One sec before I forget. I think we do want to try roaming the map and clearing out some dungeons, though. One, we do need a lot more
What?
experience on our leader. The level cap on this stage, I believe, is level 11, and I'm only level 8. So I'm way behind the experience curve. Hmm. Speaking of, let's go ahead and kill this Kraken. It's been bugging me for a while.
Burn their souls.
Let's double defend. My leader deals so much damage, I'm not super concerned about the damage from my front row. Jeez. Cool. And he levels up, heals to full. The ghost levels up, 5 more HP. Oh, yeah. And the ghost did hit its. Oh no, one more level and the ghost will hit its accuracy cap with 74%.
Annihilate. Master.
I will avenge myself. I will avenge myself. Vengeance is near.
So yeah, we definitely want to take down the dungeon that has the dragons in it. There's a dungeon with 2 gargoyles in it that I would like to take down. Both of those dungeons have high tier units, so my hope is. I hate you guys. Anyway, my hope is since they both have high tier units in them, they might have high tier loot in them as well. Yeah, the fighter taking hits for the team. Nice. Would have liked for him to get one attack in on that second round, but Hard to be too unhappy. Oh, and their leader decided to run away. You didn't want any of this after all, huh, dude? Yeah, you came at me. It did not work.
Master, they will suffer.
All I lost is a tier 1 fighting unit with 54 experience on it. Not a big deal. Nearly leveled up this leader, too. Okay.
I will avenge myself. What?
Really don't want to waste more time on my main leader killing some junk party, but it does line up with where I want to go. Because I want to take that dungeon and then maybe see if we can figure out a way to kill those 2 gargoyles. I don't think we'll be able to do that. Ooh. Staff of Protection. Okay, that's really good. That will let us cast Holy Armor and give our party plus 20 armor. Oh my god. Yeah, I think with that we can kill a Capital Guardian. I just need accuracy potion. Yeah, yeah. So wait, 74%?
Annihilate.
74% plus the 15% accuracy plus the 15% banner. I think, no, shoot, I think we might be just a hair shy of having enough accuracy to permanently paralyze the Capital Guardian. Not completely certain on the math, so. Oh, I don't have enough money to hire a
They
new
will
party. Okay.
feel my power.
Who must die?
They will
Not
feel
used to
my
being so low on
power.
money in this challenge run. Okay. Yeah, we lost our rod planter, which is unfortunate, but not before she stole another resource, so I'll take it. They're wasting mana hitting a rod planter for, I think that was 30 damage.
Who must die?
Yeah. So they spent 200 mana to hurt this rod planter. Even if they kill her with a spell next turn, that's still like
Vengeance is
400 mana they had to
near.
spend. I think they might have also used some mana on a
Annihilate.
previous, or yeah, I think they used mana on previous turns too,
They
but
will
I'm not
suffer.
100%. I just realized this is stupid of me. I did not. It was so dumb of me. I just
What?
completely blanked on
Master.
the fact this party was injured. But yeah. Oh, yeah, they voiced magic on our rod planter. Sure, cool. No, I just straight up forgot that was the party that had already fought, so it's pretty badly damaged. Well, for now, I'll actually leave them in the town. Killing the thief isn't a super high priority, so we can wait. Yeah, that guy I want to let heal for a little bit more. I think we just come over here. Wait, I never took that infernal mana? Oh my god, how am I so bad? For some reason, I thought I had already grabbed that
Annihilate.
resource, but I had not.
Master.
So yeah, I think we take that town. Like we'll take the dungeon first if possible. And then we'll take that town just so we have a spot we can hire units from to kill dwarfs. Yeah, they steal Death Mana back. It's annoying. Oh, wow. That's a bit more scary than I anticipated. The good news is the zombie is immune to the attacks from the wyverns. So too are my leader and ghost. You keep defending. Not that I think it matters. Alright, that was pretty easy. He did take a decent chunk of damage though. And I love how much healing you get by having a locked tier 1 unit. 400 gold and a useless home. At least it's some money though. That is a little bit question. No, I don't want to fight to death. I think we would actually win the fight. I just don't see any value in testing that theory.
They will suffer.
Now that I went and healed up, I think I'm trying to attack this thief. Okay. Ooh, our leader leveled up. Don't really need a tier 2 or a level 2 warrior leader, but hey, value.
Vengeance is near.
Speaking of value, let's check these patches of Fog of War and then we can go check out the Bone Lord area. Alright. That's another dungeon we haven't checked. Question, how do we get back here? Okay, so it looks like we just have to get past this ogre to explore that Fog of War. Sure, just run over here and die.
Vengeance is near.
Okay, so I know of 2 dungeons with high tier enemies and we want to clear. Plus, there's a couple more dungeons. I can think of like 3 more that I don't know what they, or I don't know the contents of. Sure, pathfinding. I'll let that leader be a bit faster around the map. I was gonna take the town, but we couldn't reach it, and we can't reach this leader, so.
Who must die?
Hmm. This feels so dumb, but I just want to know what's in this fog of war. Seafaring scroll's kind of useless. I mean, slightly useful, but not very. Okay, so it looks like we might want to kill these guys so we can get this chest, because when we took this town, they specifically called out the secret passage that those guys are defending.
Who must die?
Uh, does can't tell if there's anything in here we want to care about. So let's find out. Dark Orb, Ruby, Talisman of Inferno. Okay. Yeah, those would be nice to have in terms of money,
What?
but we're not gonna bother killing the enemies to clear them. Or, yeah, killing enemies to clear. We're not gonna bother killing a bunch of these enemies just to get those items. They aren't worth it. Also, this leader dies to one more spell, and she is one turn away from being able to plant a rod to get us some resources. So, I'm going to research a spell I don't normally research. Shadow. Fog of Death restore gives you a lot more Fog of War back. Let's see, 150 Infernal, 150 Death. Yeah. So basically, this will give me a little bit less Fog of War. Actually, quite a bit less. But it will be significantly cheaper. And if I'm not mistaken, that should protect my leader from being hit with spells. Unless, oh, I just realized this guy's going to provide vision. So if you walk even a little bit toward her,
What?
they will be able
Master.
to hit her with spells. That was silly me. And that's why the targeting, whatever you call it, was red. The parts where it was red were where the dwarves had vision from this guy. That was dumb of me. Oh well. The concept was good. Wait, either they didn't have enough mana or I did manage to put Fog of War just where I needed to protect the Broad Planter. Not sure which it was, I'm not going to complain.
They will feel my power.
Yeah, I'm not going to chase you guys down. Let's go ahead and clear this place out. Okay, so I can't reach it without getting in a fight first. So I guess we just take the fight.
Burn their souls.
Magra.
Attacking there was stupid. I don't know why I did it.
Ehima.
Alright. More level up? Hmm. Yeah, next turn I should be able to take that town, but I think I will need to heal with a potion before I take the fight. Uh, Trying to see what this guy could do. Nothing much. So let's have him keep moving up toward the dwarven area in case I can find any value against weaker dwarf parties for him to take out. Also, oh yeah, I totally forgot there's a Legion of the Damned party right there. I don't think they would attack us because they are level 1 party. Hmm. Stop. Okay, nothing we really care about. Hey, we finally talked to this mermaid that we discovered like 10 turns ago. We need help from the goddess whom our people used to worship. Yes, Mortis was our goddess before she changed. What do you want from us? Ages ago, Mortis was named Selenial. She ruled the elves with her divine consort Galleon? Galean? Then they warred with Wotan. the Mountain Clan God. Wotan defeated Galleon. Galleon? I still don't remember how you pronounce it. And threw his body into the sun. Selenial attempted to save him and scorched her eternal beauty. Oh, and sacrifice. God, I can't read it all. Sacrifice and beauty, eternal beauty. Blah, 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 blah. Selenial attempted to save him and sacrificed her eternal beauty in the sun's flames. She could only save his heart. She changed and grew darker. Her worshippers abandoned her. We know you are on a quest to revive Galen. I can protect you from the Bone Lord's power. Escort my daughter something through Mountain Clan territory, and I will help you. What is this at, Being? She orders us to escort your daughter. I am grateful. My daughter must meet our priest. Meet our priest to participate in an ancient ritual. Beware the mountain clans. Hunt our kind. That's cruel. Hunt our kind to create weapons with our skills. They have killed many and will try to stop you. I didn't realize the dwarfs hunted mermaid. You must travel to this area to reach the whatever sea. Yeah, we'll protect her on the voyage. If it would screw over dwarfs, I'm happy to do it. Even if you weren't promising me a reward I would very much like to have.
What?
Yeah. You want to go ahead and heal.
Burn their souls.
Definitely glad I healed. Hmm. I might actually lose the zombie if I don't attack. So we go on the offense here. Yep, paralyze one, kill the other. That worked. Yeah, if I hadn't attacked the middle one with both of those guys and landed the paralysis, I think the zombie would have died. So that was close. And he's only 32 experience away from leveling. But look at this. The fighter has almost caught up to him. In stats, that is. Ooh. The city is ours, master. Not much in the way of dialogue, but sure. Well, the zombie recovers. Let's leave him in the town. Oh, who is the enemy we can fight here? Oh, might as well.
Burn their souls.
Be efficient with our movement points. Earn a bunch of extra experience. I messed that up. Fortunately, they should level up and heal, so it won't matter. Yeah, no, what? I am not even going to reload for that. That's on me. And I don't really care about this unit. Once once that zombie levels up, I'll be cutting him from my party anyway. Hmm.
Annihilate.
Getting rid of a wyvern that has experience does feel kinda sad, but I do want those master thugs. So I might fire one or two units there so I can go get the thugs. Alright, Let's use the summon spell to scout this dungeon, see if it has anything we care about. Uh, that's a reasonably strong party, so I'm guessing it might be worth exploring. Probably not, but we'll check it out. It's not too far out of our way.
What?
But yeah, we're at the point where we have good control of the map, not total control, but we are not ready to. Okay, I hate you guys. Really? Really? We came over here, you recruited us to help your daughter, and then you immediately kill us. Or at least tried to. I think we might actually
Who
gotten
must
away.
die?
Yeah. Okay. That that was some bull. I call bull. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, we're literally working for you. Why would you do that? Now the question is, can we get out of this area without dying? And I honestly don't know what the answer is. If the legions of the damned realize how weak that party is, they might just go ahead and kill it.
Who must die?
Yeah, the zombie needs a bit
Annihilate.
longer to heal up. Any resources I need her to claim? I don't think so. So I think what we do is scout out the Bone Lord area, see if we can trigger any event. Arrogant creatures, you cannot defeat me, for I am immortal. Prepare yourselves to suffer death, or suffer my wrath. Urhog, kill them, as you wish. Yeah, see, the summon caused them to waste a spell there, that's really cool. We have found the Bone Lord's lair. Prepare your troops for battle. But yeah, wow, that was a lot of damage. Glad it went to a summon, not to a real unit. I can summon it here. Okay, I thought there might be more adventurers, but doesn't look like it. Wait, death, death. Oh man, if this one unit wasn't physical damage, our skeleton would be able to kill the entire enemy party. Because the skeleton is immune to the other three. What? How did a skeleton just get that much damage on him? That's crazy. Not gonna lie, I am tempted to just try nuking it with more spells, but yeah, death is gonna be such a pain to deal with. I'm just thinking, no, I think that party should be fine for us to fight once we're ready to go over there. Yeah, you can
Must
wait one
die.
more turn. Hmm. Okay. They stole another resource from me. That's oh god. Okay. Looks like the Bone Lord is going on the offense now. Oh, that's not the Bone Lord. That's Urhog. Yeah. Okay. That's a kind of scary party, but the good news is it's a kind of scary party that is nowhere near any of our units. So what we might do is just accept that Urhog can run around and let her kill like dwarfs for us. God, that's so gross. That is the one redeem or saving grace of this no build run is your leader gets so strong. Oh, cool. Level up. Yeah, as I thought, not a very relevant dungeon, but we got some experience, some money, and we got to buy or not move too close to where Urhog is. So I would still like to find out what's in this dungeon. Not with a nightmare though, with a regular skelly. Alright. So that's a pretty tough dungeon, but nothing like this one. I still like I will not leave this stage without killing this dragon.
What?
Partially, it's because, if there's a dragon there, my instinct is, ooh, there's probably a decent item we could get from it. But mostly it's, well, there's a dragon. I want to kill a
Yes,
dragon.
master.
Like, if I have the option to kill a dragon in a video game, I will
What?
pretty much always try to kill the dragon. Oh, it's not just Urhog who's on the prowl now.
Master, annihilate.
Yes,
I will
master.
admit, I did not expect multiple undead parties to start pouring out. I don't know how I feel about it. Oh wait, no. Well, this rod planter dies now because I moved toward Urhog instead of away. That was stupid of me.
They will feel my power.
Uh,
Yes, master. Vengeance is near.
Question is, do I want to try to kill Urhog now? I think I do. Like, I don't think I'm gonna play games with her. What I was thinking is maybe what I should do is have
Annihilate.
Urhog kill dwarfs for me, and then, no, I want one more turn of healing. Uh, Basically, I could just sit back, let Urhog fight some dwarfs or whatever, and then I would clean up after she's taken some damage and done some of the work for me. Wait, what? Urhog isn't attacking dwarfs? Where is she headed?
Who must die?
Now I'm genuinely confused as to where the lady is headed. I guess the good news is she didn't kill my rod planter. I do need to recache. Oh, nope. Shadow won't do any good. See how it's red? The dwarfs will have vision here because of that leader.
What?
Wait, is Zerhawk chasing my main leader? If so, that's kind of baller. I mean, don't I just win this fight super easily? I'm curious. Let's fight. Let's see. Oh, she's not a summoner. I thought she was a summoner for some reason. Okay. And she is warded against fire damage. So my leader won't hurt her on the first round. And they're okay. Yeah, their shade gets a chance to act. That's huge. Okay, so I was mistaken. This fight is not incredibly easy, like I believe. That said, I think beating it shouldn't be a challenge now that we know what it's capable of.
What?
Do we go for reduced damage or reduced chance to hit? What spells do we have access to already? 50 points of mind damage? You know what? I don't remember if Urhog is warded against that, but I know the ghost, well, Fade isn't. So that should guarantee we kill the back line. And because I have curses, I want to use them. Forgot, I do have two access to two of these. Yeah, I don't think Urhog is warded against mine, so why did I say I don't know if she's warded against mine when I could just click and see if the first cast did damage or not?
Their
I'm a
souls.
dum-dum. That's what it comes down to. Now, unfortunately, we don't have zombies or anything, so we don't have frontline that's immune to Urhog. Fortunately, not really gonna matter. All I want is for my ghost to paralyze Urhog. If that happens, then she can't hurt me, and she can't heal if she can't hurt. So, here we are. Oh, that's a lot of experience. Kind of goes to waste because, these guys need less than 100, so that's kind of like 3 levels worth of experience, and we only got 1 level out of it. But hey, Urhog is dead.
Who must I?
That's another rod planter, so let's go ahead and kill it. Do I want to use the zombie to kill it though? This way we'll have more damage. I don't really need the Wyvern's tankiness against these guys, so I'll just go for the raw damage instead. Yeah. That was a bit wasteful, but okay. Hey, I didn't lock this initiate. Or, yeah, it is an initiate. Doesn't really matter, but just in case we lock it. Hmm. So they do still have that party walking around. I think that's the only remaining or undead party roaming the map, though.
Who must I? Master. Vengeance is near.
Okay. They do want to take down an enemy capital. Oh, they finally killed my rod planter with magic. I think they cast like 5 spells on her. So all told, I think they spent 1,000 mana to kill a rod planter. I spent 300 gold to hire, and she got me a ton of value before she died. So you know, dang.
Uh-huh.
Who must I? Master. They will feel my
Make
power.
sure we upgrade the defenses a little. So wait, what do we need to be able to kill the enemy capital? 15% greater chance to hit on 74. I don't even know what that would be. I can't do the math off the top of my head. What's tricky is I have two of the. Wait, I don't need to do the math. I can just equip this. All right, so that would be 85. So if I get another 15%, we're probably talking like 96% paralysis chance. So I don't have 100%. I need like just 4 points more in accuracy. That sucks. So close to be able to take
Uh-huh.
down enemy capital guardians.
Master.
Vengeance is near.
That said, let's go back to focusing on dungeons then. I do wonder if I could take down that blue dragon. I don't think I can. Alright, that fight is easy enough. I think we go ahead and clear it with summons. Save us the trouble of doing it with a leader. Cool. Oh, dude, that wasn't the. Okay, I feel stupid. That wasn't actually the dungeon. That was just the unit in front of it. Okay. Yeah. If I had been a dum dum there, that would have been perfectly fine. I think we can still win it though. We'll find out. Oh yeah, the level ups didn't matter. Oh no, the master sucks. Whew. Wow, that miss was nice. If it hadn't missed, we would have had to spend another 100 mana to summon a skeleton, and then we would have killed it. Also, all that was a potion of strength? That sucks.
They will feel my power.
Anyway, we got that one. We've done that one. Was there one over here? I don't see one. There's this little area I would like to clear to see what secret passage they were talking about. I'd like to take this dungeon.
Nothing can stop my sorcery.
We already got that dungeon. So yeah, I think it's just this dungeon, the dragon dungeon, and the gargoyle.
Uh-huh.
Who must I?
Hmm.
Master.
What?
Wait, in that case, let's just go ahead and try taking this town.
Annihilate.
And if we can take that town, we will have cut the dwarfs off pretty much everything. Oh, cool. The Legion of Damn want to kill these guys for me? That's fine. Ah, But yeah, if I can take that town, I can cut the Legion of the Damned off of most everything simply by having units in the town to defend it.
Vengeance
Then maybe
is
I can pick up
near.
these last few resources from them.
Burn their souls.
All right, that is definitely intimidating, but we should be fine.
Magra.
Oh, that's an unfortunate miss. Ah, yeah, if we hadn't missed, this fight would be very different. On the upside, the enemy's leader decided to heal instead of attack, so that helps a lot. At 1 health, there is no upside to defending, so let's just go ahead and attack.
Magra.
Didn't actually matter, but okay. Wow, he survived with exactly 1 HP. That was close. Ah, 2 healing potions, 2 life potions. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I'll actually equip those healing potions. I'll remove the big potion that heals for 200.
Annihilate. Annihilate.
They will feel my
Unfortunately, I
power.
couldn't take the town, but I did clear a pretty big party from inside. So I got distracted. I thought I lost my soda, but it was hidden. I had a can of soda ready to pour, and when I looked for it, it was, weirdly enough, behind the cup I wanted to pour it in. That's why I couldn't find it. One moment, pouring it. God, I'm so happy. I found Cherry Coke Zero again. I've been struggling to find it around where I am, so whenever I can, I'm thrilled.
Aham.
Sure, not that it matters, but
Aham.
alright. Hey, a fight where nobody is leveled. That's an oddity anymore. You will feel the wrath of the clans. Unworthy beings, Yadahali will rid the land of your unholy kind. We will avenge our lost king. Yeah, I have enough money. I definitely want to upgrade this. Question is, do I want to leave town and attack? Now, I won't be able to reach it this turn anyway, so for now, I'll just sit in town, let my party heal to full, and then I'll attack it next turn.
Master.
I do have to be careful that I don't lose this mermaid,
Master.
since apparently I need to guard it, though I'm not sure
What?
what the reward for doing so will be. No! I did not. Okay, fine. That is not what I wanted to do, but I misclicked. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Cool. They're gonna, like, use spells to kill these guys that I want to kill anyway. Fortress burnt. 200 mana deals 30 damage to my main party. A little annoying. Fortunately, most of these guys should level up after the next battle. And I have access to the Staff of Protection for 20% more armor. Now my entire party has 30 armor. Yeah, I haven't found an armor potion, a permanent armor potion that is for my leader yet. I think there was probably one in an earlier stage that I missed at some point. So that's unfortunate.
Magra.
Hmm. Glad we didn't miss. I'm sorry, I'm glad we. Yeah, no, that was right. I'm glad we didn't miss. And then we won the initiative roll so that we were able to go before the wolf did. I think with 30 armor we'd have survived anyway, but it would have been close. Now most of the party should level. Yeah. Our mages have some damage on them from the spells, but the other guys don't. Potion of Fortune plus 10% permanent chance to hit. Wait, haven't I already found one of those? Apparently not. Alright, so instead of having an 87% chance to hit, my leader now has a 95% chance to hit. That's actually really, really good. And since you guys are going to be jerks who keep casting spells on me, I'm going to be a jerk and just start planting rods all over the place. You have what, one, two, three, previously four resources? I'm going to take all of them.
Master, who must I? What?
But yeah, right now the big question is how am I going to deal with those gargoyles? Well, those and the dragon. Huh. Looks like we did take more damage from the spell. Ugh, so frustrating. I want to kill this guy so I can get my mermaid over there, but I also... Ah, there's two parties. Which one do I kill?
Who must I? I will avenge myself.
I can't drop a rod right next to the resource, so I am going to drop it a little bit back instead. That won't do anything immediately, but every turn that rod will produce like 2 units of terrain for us.
What?
So we'll gradually help just take over the entire island, or I guess this isn't really an island, wherever this section would be called.
Burn their souls.
Okay, I did not expect them to be quite so strong, but this is actually a huge problem. Yeah, because they'll kill my warlock, that is. Okay. Hmm.
They
Now I
will
could just
feel my
heal and
power.
fight that and not lose units, and I think that's what I should do. Those spells, man.
Burn their souls.
I could have also cast spells to weaken them, but eh. Honestly, I'm gonna go on the offense here because I know my party will heal the fool at the end of the battle anyway. Oh shoot! I'm stupid. Okay, 1 second. I totally blanked on the fact that enemy,
They will feel
the
my
one of the
power.
bottom row, like the Arcturus or whatever,
What?
buffed the damage to the giants. That was me being a total freaking sorry, hiccuping. A total freaking moron. I don't need to research new spells. Yeah, I don't really want to burn Infernal Mana right now since I don't have a lot. So, what other options do I have? 1% less chance to hit probably won't matter, but it actually is more impactful than it sounds. Reason is quite simple. 10%, well, I guess it depends. If when you see 10%, you think it'll drop like 80% to 70%, then no, it is actually worse than it sounds. It'll drop 80% to 72%. That said, once like 210, yeah, so you need to defend. The reason it's better than it sounds is this game practices what's called pure RNG, where, oh, nice miss. Uh, where instead of rolling one chance to hit roll, the game rolls two, averages them together. As a result, the displayed accuracy in this game is a lie. The farther a value is from 50%, the more skewed the game is toward it. So if you have a display chance to say 50% chance to hit, then you have a 50% chance to hit. If it says you have a 20% chance to hit, then you probably have an 8% chance to hit. If it says you have an 80% chance to hit, then you probably have a 92% chance to hit. Those are rough estimates, so don't cite them as exact numbers, but that's the idea behind it. So cutting someone from 80% down to 72% will actually be changing them from like 92% to 80%, something like that. Good odds the debuff is the reason why that giant missed one of its attacks. Odds are he would not have missed without the debuff. Yep. They burn even more mana on us. It sucks, but whatever. You're supposed to get, I think it was like right here.
Vengeance is near. Burn their souls.
Another thing we could have done, of course, was just pass our holy armor spell from the staff of protection. Yeah, between the town and two rods, we will take all the terrain in this little area pretty quickly. Which is funny given it doesn't have any real value. We've already put rods by the resources, so taking the rest of the terrain doesn't really help, but the dwarfs annoyed me, so I'm going to do it. Seriously, those damage spells are getting on my nerves. It wouldn't be a problem except that I have no real way to heal other than sitting in a town, and that takes so long. That said, I think we've taken enough damage. We do have to just sit in town and heal. The only other option would be to like use a bunch of potions, and I don't want to do that. By the way, do we get any more of these things to come out? Enemies have trespassed into my domain. Undead, destroy them. Yes, master. Alright. So the question is, will that cause these guys to start moving like the other ones did?
What?
If so, then we'll be able to bait another one of the Bone Lord units out onto the map. There's so many enemy parties on the map. Looks like it didn't work. Oh well.
Uh-huh.
Hey, we have made it. The sea creature is safe. Thank you, Undead. I have sent an item to your capital. It's called the Ocean Charm. Bring it near the Bone Lord's mana to negate his powers. Okay. Yeah, I think if you don't have that and you send a party into his area, like a non-summon party, you'll just immediately take control, so you'll lose the units. Please accept my sea serpent's assistance. They can help you defeat the enemies. Farewell. Oh, you mean the guys who killed one of my party leaders?
What?
Yeah, sure. Oh, I have a couple of healing potions. That's cool. Yeah, we got a number of parties now. Don't know that we'll have any use for them, but it's fun.
Feel my power.
Must die.
Oh, can't reach the mana this turn. That's so unfortunate.
What?
Anyway, right now, I'm really wanting to take on this dragon. The problem is, the dragon is going to be pretty tough. So, how do we do it? We can have 30% armor, but it will deal 100 damage to everything and have 40 initiative, meaning it ties our mazes. Now, remind it also has two guys in the front with it. Hmm. With 30 armor, it's only going to hit for like 70 damage, so that's not bad. Okay, did not expect my skeleton to survive. Okay. So yeah, 100 damage.
Vengeance is near.
Honestly, I think we're just fine to attack them because I think our ghost will paralyze the dragon enough that we can kill it. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the plan. Only problem is our health is kind of low. That's frustrating. Hmm. I wonder if we can shadow. Yeah. Okay. So the red tells us where the dwarfs have vision that we can't get rid of. So we're going to use shadow like right here. This will stop the dwarfs from being able to cast any spells on us next turn.
Annihilate.
Oh wait, they're actually attacking my town? I didn't realize I had removed enough units from the town that they would attack it. That was a misplay. Wait, what? Uh, the game just crashed on me. I don't know what it is, but the last like 2 out of the last 3 streams, I've had the game give me trouble. I hadn't done that before, so I'm a little worried. Let me reboot the game. Hmm. I have no idea why it would do that. That's weird. Normally, the game is quite
Imprisoned,
stable.
dying.
Well, let's load our autosave. Yeah. 2 wyverns with 25 armor each is just such a huge obstacle for taking over mountains. Wait, they're actually attacking this one? Okay. I did not think they would, but sure, if they want a suicide. No, but they have another unit. Right. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. God, I wonder how much mana the dwarves have saved up with how much they're casting spells. Alright. Well, I had been trying to save that unit to resurrect, but I don't think we need to because I have a much higher level ghost already, so
What?
I think that should be fine. Yeah, we move here to get as close to our next destination as possible. Drop a rod.
They will feel my power.
Alright, so you're gonna take 100 damage below, but we'll have armor, so it's crazy. How much do I want to bank on that 74% chance to hit working every time? Honestly, not that much. So let's go ahead. Use one accuracy potion, make it 85. A displayed chance of 85 is over like 95% chance to hit. So we have a very good chance of permanently paralyzing this dragon. Yeah, and let's just go on the offense. Wait, why did... Oh my god, I'm a dum-dum. I was supposed to attack the orcs, not the dragon. Or I should have just defended on the first turn. I think... Yeah, he should still survive though, so it's fine. But yeah, the fighter on the bottom row was very close to dying there. So yeah, I should have attacked the orcs with my melee guys or defended. I should have attacked the dragon that first round, but other than that, see how smooth it went? We did burn one potion for accuracy, but that wasn't a big deal. 800 gold, Staff of Dragon Master. Okay, 50 damage. Yeah, death damage. It's okay. So yeah, that wasn't very valuable in terms of the actual, well, value of killing the dragon. So it was some decent experience. What it was very valuable for was kill a dragon. Yeah. Okay. So now all that's left is we need to take down this battle, and I don't know how to do that. Monk's gargoyles are very difficult if they are in any sort of structure, because then we can't cast spells to reduce their armor.
Nothing can stop my
Hmm.
sorcery.
I'm not sure.
Yes, master. Vengeance is
Well, for now, let's just end our turn and go see what we can see. Oh, they stole a resource. Those sure. I didn't even realize that was a rod planter.
Vengeance is
Hmm.
near.
I don't know how to take down that Unk's gargoyle fight. This is what's really throwing me off. It has 170 damage to a single target. I think 65 armor. I don't even know if whatever's in here is worth like the trouble. Maybe that there's nothing useful in there.
Vengeance is
You know
near.
what? I think that fight is probably difficult enough that maybe we should skip it. But as soon as I say that, all I can think is, but if it's difficult, isn't that all the more reason to try? Like, part of the fun, the challenge run, is to do difficult things. Yeah. Let's wander that way and then see if we come up with any ideas.
Annihilate. Master. Annihilate.
How do you kill Unks gargoyles as the undead? Brr, 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 brr.
I will avenge myself.
Yeah, see, what sucks is if they weren't in a structure, that would be a really easy problem to solve. I have this rush spell, or we actually bought the Tormentio spell, same thing. You can use those to shave off almost all the armor on the gargoyles, and then they're a breeze to kill. And the worst part, I can't even use these serpents to go for the gargoyles. Normally, like, these are the exact type of units I would want against gargoyles.
Master.
Wait, how did I not see they had taken that gold resource from me already? I feel
I
dumb.
will avenge myself.
I'm trying to think of what my options are in terms of, like, spells. But I think the summons I have aren't well suited for gargoyles. I think gargoyles would just kick the summons butt.
Annihilate.
Hmm.
They will suffer.
No, that is not a tier 1 party. How do the dwarfs still have a bunch of tier 2 units? Where were those units hiding this whole time?
What? Master. They will suffer.
Okay. Uh, I guess dragons are probably the best units the undead have in terms of fighting against gargoyles, since they have tons of HP and can't be like burst down easily.
Annihilate.
But like, look at this party. I don't think there's any way this sort of party works well against gargoyles. You know what though? I actually want to see how would a party like this fare against the gargoyles.
Annihilate.
Now I know the answer is they'll get their butt kicked, but what I don't know is how much damage will they get done before they get their butts kicked.
Illusion massacre.
From the looks of it, maybe not that much. Nah.
Illusion massacre.
Yeah, look at how little damage we've done. On the other hand, the wyvern does look like it's going to deal a lot of damage to the demonologists, at least. Maybe this is a winning play. I mean, it's a expensive, but I have a lot of money,
You
so
must die.
like high money is one of the few benefits of this challenge run. I spend so little money on upgrade structures that I can afford to do this. Oh, and we got an extra hit in because the fighters survived one attack, or one extra attack. I think this will be enough to kill the demonologist.
Illusion massive.
Yeah, okay. No, I was gonna say this is a kind of cheap way of winning, but this is anything but cheap given how much money it costs. Like, that's 750 gold per party I
You must die.
throw at this. The good news is with one unit down, their damage output is reduced by a decent chunk. And once the next gargoyle goes down, it'll be reduced by even more. I wonder if I should have defended with that. Yeah, I think I should have defended with the leader. God, how much money do I have left? Weirdly, I have enough that I think we win. I think we actually get there. This is such a
Annihilate.
dumb strategy. I love it. Like, yeah, you have a really tough party with really strong units. You know what I have? Oh, about 6,000 gold I can throw at your face. Yeah, again, I probably should have defended with my leader, but I didn't get punished because they missed. Very fortunate miss. Here we defend. The reason we defend is it guarantees, or we're going to die in one hit if we don't defend. We die in two hits if we do defend. What it means is we can attack or we can defend an attack. Defend an attack gives our dragon an extra attack. So, the next party should be able to take these guys down now. Nice. Okay.
Master.
Uh, well, as much as I would like to get experience on that Master Thug, I don't think I can justify it. Oh no, I forgot to lock the units. Oh well. Yeah, so he should be level 2 instead of level 1, but that's a very minor thing. 450 gold and an Infernal Night Orb. Okay. So that Infernal Night Orb is basically worthless. So all of that trouble we did was effectively for nothing. But at least we did get to find out what was in the dungeon. I'm surprised such a tough fight had such a mediocre
They will
reward.
feel my power.
All right, I can't actually go in here yet because I need to bring that farm over to my party. Cannot believe I forgot about that. Okay.
Nothing can stop my sorcery.
Yeah, I think we're fine to attack these guys. So yeah, I'm basically just gonna like sit and chill for a while we wait for that seashell thing to be brought over to our party.
Magra.
But yeah, I think we do go ahead and try to take down the Bone Lord once we bring the charm over so we can actually fight him safely.
Annihilate.
Yeah, I am still curious what this item is since there doesn't seem to be a way to get it. So what I think we'll do is we will use summon nightmares to clear those units, and then hopefully when we kill those few parties, they'll open up whatever secret passage we were told about before. All right. Well, as much as it would suck to lose this party, I just don't care all that much. That said, I do think we should run. If nothing else, it'll waste a lot of the movement points of the enemy. I guess if we had fought back, we would have dealt a lot of damage to it. That would have been better than running. Hmm. So yeah. Let me reload real quick just so I don't waste an opportunity to deal that much damage. Actually, one quick question. Do I have a paralysis spell or is that only the Legion? Ah, no. Darn. The Legions of the Damned have a spell that drains all of the movement points of a single target. We don't have that. This is the closest we have. It's you cut the movement points in half for uh all enemies in an area. On the other hand, what am I talking about? I don't need to so much mana. Why am I not just blasting things? Yeah, sometimes I forget that I could just be like, oh right, I have like a ridiculous amount of mana. Why don't I just kill things with it? That will kill the leader. I could cast
They will feel
it
my
again and it would
power.
kill the front row guys. Honestly, I'm already at. They ticked me off. Yeah, I'm doing it. All that should be left alive is the rock giant. So have fun with that, you guys. Wait, the rock giant actually went on the offense here? I I genuinely cannot believe that. Okay. Well, thanks for the free experience. I'm not gonna complain. Weird, but not gonna complain. I guess that's another level 2 unit. Oh no, he did not upgrade. Anyway, what is this guy anyway? Oh, an Onkscargo, whatever. So yeah, I do kind of want to kill all of these guys. How often do I get to do AoE damage and have it be useful? Oh, wait, it might not reach all of them, does it? That should hit at least two. I don't think it'll hit all three parties, though. Yeah, hit them, hit them. Did not catch those guys. Darn. I was hoping I could hit all three with this, but not quite. Hmm. So they'll all get attacked and deal a ton of damage to the Nightmare. I don't know if the Nightmare will be able to survive one round in the second fight or not. You are trespassing in Shadow Wolf lands. Leave or perish. Dude, you guys betrayed us, tried to kill us in the last mission. What do you mean, or where do you get off telling us to leave? Like, as far as I'm concerned, you're my enemy and I want to kill you, so, stop it? Wait, did I really go first there? 60 initiative beat 65 initiative, yeah. I actually beat the thug there. That was surprising. We have found a passage, Master. We should explore further. The Shadow Wolves were hiding something valuable. Yeah. And let's summon a skeleton to find out what it is. Gorgon's Eye. We found a mighty artifact. Minions? Mortis wants us to keep it. The power contained in Gorgon's Eye will be useful to us later. I will advise the hordes. Really? I wonder what this thing does. Hordes, we must keep the eye. Mortis has foreseen great use for its powers. I wonder if that means we're supposed to keep it until, like, another stage. If so, that kind of sucks. I'd rather not have to, like, keep an item for multiple stages. So, I'm
Vengeance
intrigued
is
by the idea, so I'll
near.
definitely do it. Right.
Annihilate. Master. Annihilate.
Alright. So yeah, next
Who must
turn,
die?
you'll be able to deliver the seashell to
Who
this
must
guy, who will
die?
then be able to deliver it to about here. At which point the sea serpent can grab it and deliver it to, like, here.
What?
So my leader only needs to be about here to get it. This is going to be the longest delivery train I've used so far this campaign. Alright.
Vengeance is near.
Okay, so one guy delivers it to this one. Oh wait, I think yeah, I totally could have removed that rod last turn, just forgot. My bad.
Who must die?
There we are.
They will feel my power.
Alright, and now that we have the protective charm, we can go ahead and bust our way into the Bone Lord area. And while we're on the way, it's not going to cost us much in the long run to kill
Burn
these
their
guys, so
souls.
yeah, the no structure challenge definitely gets a lot easier when you have a leader that can one-shot so many things. Alright.
Master.
Was there
Who
anything
must
else I
die?
needed to
Who must
do?
die?
I think we're mostly good. Oh, wait. I should have a rod planter
Vengeance
somewhere up by
is
this resource,
near.
right? Yeah. Okay, so next turn I can take that resource, and I think it'll be every resource on the map. Oh wait, no, the Legion of the Damned I think took the resources in their or by their capital back. Sure, waste mana on my rod planter. Aw, the Master Thug did die. Oh, and I didn't lock this so it didn't level up. Whatever.
Yes, Master.
They will feel my power.
And I really don't want to take Dorgon's Eye because I have so many other items I want to take instead. I want the 2 artifacts, a banner. I would love both banners, but I might have to cut one because I very much want the Staff of Protection. Where is it? Somewhere in here. Where I know I have it. I'm not going to worry too much. But I definitely want the Staff of Protection because that is the only way I know that we can give our party extra armor guaranteed in future stages beyond the 10% our banner protection gives us. So be able to potentially have 30% armor on our party just sounds really good. Uh, yeah. I don't think we have to worry about the damage here, so I'm not going to bother casting buffs. Oh, wait. No, I'm wrong. I totally spaced on the fact that these are both range units. They were in the front row, so I wasn't thinking about that. Oh well. Well, my warlock died, which sucks, but to be fair, I think unless I want to use a lot of spells, I think the warlock dying there is just kind of the expected outcome. Everyone else survived. Everyone's at full health. I can just use potions to revive the warlock and heal him up after. What do you have? Yeah, I mean, well, the skeleton champion will be immune to death damage, but think I don't know if the Dark Lord is an upgraded version of the Templar or if it's in the skeleton. What am I talking about? Okay, yeah. So that Dark Lord will be warded against fire, water, those things, but will not be immune to death. So my Warlock will deal damage to the Templar and the Dark Lord, but not the Skeleton Champion or the Spectres.
What?
That said, I don't think I care. Yeah, I think we just attack as is. Ocean Charm works, Master. The Bone Lord's powers have weakened. He will control our troops no more. Okay. Enemies have trespassed into my domain, Undead. Destroy them. Yes, Master. Cool. Yeah, the reason I didn't bother resurrecting the Warlock is I am fine with the experience all going to a fewer number of targets. Dang, because this actually kind of sucks. Because he didn't go before they did. Huh. Uh, okay, sorry, I was just thinking some things out. Because the enemies went before my fighter did, he wasn't able to defend, so he took a crazy amount of damage in that first round. Nice. Okay. I think we are totally fine now. Yeah, we should be. Cool. And they'll level up, so they'll heal the full. Yeah, that is the big value of tier 1 units. My fighter here was down below like 10 health, and then he just immediately heals to full. Alright.
Vengeance is near.
Uh, you know what? I don't even think I'm gonna resurrect the warlock here because that death, I believe, would just straight up kill the warlock. So I think we just chill.
Vengeance is
Yeah, I think we're
near.
fine just as is. By the way, this mission is pretty much the main reason why I wanted to take a mage leader. Trying to kill all of these undead units, where many of them are immune to death and some are immune to physical damage, without a mage leader is such a headache. I've done it in a number of runs, and every time I'm just like, man, I wish I had a mage leader instead. Uh, just because I can. Let's buff my armor. I do think we are about to win this stage because I think we can take the Bone Lord down after this fight. But let's find out.
Burn their souls.
Oh no, you're lowering the level of my level 20 unit. I am sure that will make so much of a difference. Uh, do I even defend here? Just for now, let's see. Sorry, it's just so funny. If I didn't have a mage leader, it's quite possible. Well, actually, no. If I didn't have a mage leader, my main leader would probably not be able to damage that death unit at all. Because I have a mage leader, I can just one-shot it. Okay, so we're close to level 10, or level 9. The problem is level 10 is, or I'm sorry, level 11 is the level cap, so. Uh, three of those items were ones that are only for selling. Hag, I think, is to polymorph units you hit. Yeah, that one's a fun artifact, but I don't think it's actually a good artifact. Basically, when you damage a unit, there's a chance that you transform it into an imp, which is funny, but not really useful. The main problem is, at least in this one, the chance goes down if you have multiple units in your party, or multiple units that you're hitting. Hmm. So with just one buff, I think we just go defend here. Yeah, I think our front line is just gonna sit, still, tank the damage, and move on. Okay, so with one, our one buff was to armor. We are just a little shy of the damage needed to kill his background one round. So I needed to use one more buff to make this easy. But my leader is so strong, I just instant resolve and win. I did have to make sure we paralyzed the shade though, that way they couldn't paralyze my leader. But other than that, it was I just am basically dealing a little under 130 damage. As long as my front row can tank some blows, so I get a few attacks with my mage leader, it's a free win. Mortis with please, minions. She foresees a great use for Dorgon's eye in our quest to revive Galleon. We have vanquished the Bone Lord, Master. I will bring this armor back to the capital. It may be of some use to us. Yet, Undead, bring the armor back. We must find a new wearer for the Bone Lord's armor. It will serve Mortis well.
The Bone Lord vanquished, the armor once again became faithful to Mortis. A new servant of the hideous goddess wore it for her glory. She ordered all to carry on the search for the sacred elven lands, where she could at last revive her beloved Galleon.
All right. And now we have a tough call of what item we want to take with us. Real quick, I just want to point out our leader is level 9. The level cap was level 11. So we are 2 levels down from where we could be. Now, because the game made a point of saying Dorgan's Eye will be useful, I think we do want to take it. Hag's Ring is fun, but it's useless to us. Ocean Charm already served its purpose. So I think we go Banner of Protection, Unholy Chalice, Ring of Strength. We're not going to take Holy Chalice, even though I do like the idea of being able to take, uh, or to give our leader armor for battle, but it never really came up, and going on, I don't think it will come up. And Staff of Protection. I think that's what I want to take. Not be able to give my leader extra armor kind of sucks. Not be able to take the Banner of Battle sucks so much though. Banner of Battle on the Undead is really good because it lets us increase the accuracy of our ghosts, and that can potentially let us take capitals. That said, as fun as taking capitals is, I think I'd rather just have 10% armor at all times, plus a staff that can give us 20% armor when we use the spell it contains. So yeah, that's going to be it for me for today, but let's watch the briefing for the next mission so we know what to expect from tomorrow.
The blood of Uther recovered, the ritual to revive Mortis's husband Galleon could begin. For the rite to be successful, it had to be enacted on sacred lands deep in Elven territory. Thus challenged, the marching dead departed on their journey to the site. Alas, the only passage to the consecrated land was through mountain clan territory. Stories of man-eating beasts and terrible creatures swirled about the Devil Mountains. The elders had long told of fiends inhabiting those dreadful heights, though no man had ventured through the mountains and lived to confirm their tales. But the undead hordes were as no man, and marched heartlessly towards the elven lands.
Alrighty. So we're gonna resurrect the old or the husband of our god Mortis. Oh yeah, and at the start of the mission we get to take a level up effect. I do think there's an argument for leadership here, but also we could take natural armor so we are stronger in battle. Yeah, I think hmm. I'm trying to figure out when I would want to have 3 units in my front line. The problem with leadership in this run is I don't get upgrade structures, so my units don't. I don't get like high strength units, so it's kind of like, do I really care about getting another tier 1 unit in my party? Probably not. So I think natural armor is what we'll go for. Mortis is pleased to see that you are wise enough to bring the eye. What must be done with it? Patience, minions, you will know in time. What does Mortis request of us, Pushing? Mortis requests that we begin the. Wait, what? Oh, that we bring the demon child's blood to the sacred lands. Yeah, to help accomplish this quest, Mortis offers you the Bone Lord. He obeys Mortis and will do her bidding to help you. I am here to serve Mortis. Order and I will obey. Beware, hordes. Yeah, the passage. God, I struggle so much with those extra S's. For a second I thought that said passage, not passage. The passage is guarded by ancient beasts. Your road, God, like those extra R's too. The road will be perilous, but Mortis needs us to reach the Elven lands nonetheless. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna have to go through a bunch of like mountains filled with tons of monsters so we can get to the sacred Elven lands and take the demonic blood from Usur to resurrect our god's husband. And that will be what we do tomorrow. For today, I'm gonna hop off. I didn't stream as long as I'd like, but that's because I started the stream kind of late. I was busy reading books, and yeah, that was kind of embarrassing. That said, sorry, I'm just looking at the spells real quick. We are far enough into the game that we now have access to every spell and every upgrade structure in the game. Of course, we can't build the upgrade structures, but we can get spells. This is a really fun spell. Only way, as far as I know, in the entire game to get ward against weapon damage. Doesn't make you fully immune, but it makes it so the first non-magical or I guess non-elemental attack against any unit misses. Then we have a couple damage spells, which I would probably never use, but if you ever need to kill units that are out on the map, this spell is actually relatively cheap for how much damage it deals. 82 mana for the life mana cost? I don't know why that's a 2. Huh. I don't think I ever noticed that. Yeah, usually it's like a multiple of 5. I don't think I ever noticed that this spell has a casting cost of 82. Anyway, that's like 150, 250, 500. Yeah, so for like 500 mana, you can deal 125 damage to a single party. That's enough to kill a lot of units. And since you have to be a mage lord to get access to tier 5 spells anyway, you can cast it twice. So for 1,000 mana off researching one spell, you can deal 250 damage to a party. Very few things in this game can survive that unless it's a high tier unit. I'm trying to think. Wyverns need to be tier 2 to survive it. I guess giants do as well. Uh, I don't know about the fiends from the Legion of Death, but basically it has to be a two space unit to survive that at tier 2, or it needs to be tier 3 or higher. A lot of tier 3 units will still die just to 125 damage, much less 250. So this is a spell I very rarely use, but when I use it, dear God, is it amazing! I love it so much. Thanatos, I don't remember how good it is. I remember really enjoying it though, so I'm looking forward to using it. But yeah, even if they're not optimal, I'm definitely going to be looking to use these a couple tier 5 spells tomorrow when we stream next, just for the fun of it, because they're the strongest spells in the game, and hey, I get to use them. But anyway, I'm going to hop off. To anyone who lurked, anyone who sees this in a VOD or on YouTube or whatever else, I hope you're all having a good day, and I will see you when I see you. Bye.